Well, this would be video number 2 for 7/10/2013. It's just therapeutical. And it's free. Discussing my life and sharing it. And I don't put... Yeah, I actually talked to one of my Facebook friends about that. This is therapeutical, it's good, but don't put anything in there sexual or anything where they can twist it. They will. And if you really do, some people really do have those tendencies. If you do talk about them, we're all going to find out. And it is good for the whole, because there are things that can be done, but I was almost I was threatened with it. Something about having sex with children, there's a word for it, and that would never happen. There was a situation I dealt with effectively that would have been considered, oops, that's bad, but I never did anything like that, and the strategy worked. I ain't about to tell you what it was. The little girl stopped kicking, and I continued to be somebody that cared about her. In her world, she didn't have too many. That passed. But still, I know I changed her life. She much better behaved after I was gone than before I got there. And with no discipline. She was always being disciplined, and it didn't work. If you wanted to be loved and appreciated, you did good things. If you didn't, you wouldn't get it. Yeah, well, I'm past it, thank God, but nobody believes you can be. You must be attached to yourself. Be that or a very unfunctional male. Sex just is not that important anymore. I don't think about it every 30 seconds or whatever they say most males do, and females too. I do dream about it occasionally, but that, Meatloaf had a song about that. There was only one that would ever really cut it from straight out. I'm still a believer in polygamy, but doing it right, oh my God, how hard is that? Probably easier to fucking manufacture a rocket than it is to get it right. But Daddy has his world, and we are not in it yet. This is the middle ground. I say that a lot. Yeah, definitely getting drunk. And it's okay. It's my day, my life, my entries, my diary. And if anybody ever was really rude, I just make sure I never heard from you again. Yeah. Doesn't mean you're dead in the body, it just means you're dead to me. Your body lasts as long as it does. Fucking hurts. How much time I got here now? 19 minutes. Can't really turn the fries on at 19 minutes. I'm going to turn the fries on at 10. Yeah. Okay, well, let's see what this drunk person comes up to talk about. Doesn't matter who it is, it's always going to be that person. It's just, what do they have to say? I was thinking Isaac Asimov, a drunk Isaac Asimov. What would he be flowing? He is. I think he's still alive. Maybe not, but it's getting to that time where he might not be for longer. If he is still here. But what would he be talking about if he was drinking? Good question. He wrote books too. Steven Spielberg. What would he be talking about if he was drinking? Yeah, that's a big one. He's a director and he's got a really broad mind too. He wrote a lot of things. He knows how to get people to do exactly what he needs them to do to accomplish what he saw and needs to be. I do this because it's what I am. They're more advanced than I am. Not necessarily. Here they're more advanced than I am, but I don't think that's my calling actually. Well, a leader always has to tell his people what to do. But I go with Reagan and say, I am, and therefore you should be. Not drunk, but good. Your good is different than mine. Colors change from reflection and atom to molecule, whatever. Good is always good. It doesn't matter what color you are, where you came from, this planet or another, good is good. I know sci-fi talked about that in terms of it doesn't matter what planet you're from, but so far our scientists have not proven that there is aliens, but they can't disprove it. The body is the body. It doesn't matter where it came from. Spirits are also just spirits, but spirits can accomplish a lot more than just us. And goodness is always goodness, and evil is always evil, and until, not only on earth as in heaven, but in the universe, as it was in heaven, good wins. Willing to take the beating to approve why, but yeah, it does. Over time, good doesn't win in a body. It just doesn't happen. Good does win in a body, but then the body dies. So good really doesn't win in the body. The bodies are useful to get the best shit that flows through you done. You all got your own flow. I just don't know if that makes a difference, but whatever. I'm one that takes almost everything very seriously. So when she plays those games, it really gets on my nerves. And she knows it. She's just laughing about it. Can't do what we do if it wasn't cooperation. A lot of people have told me I'm too freaking serious. I can laugh on something. Nowadays it actually hurts. I'm pretty much serious a lot. Turn my damn fries on. She asked me to make her a fancy tater tarts. I bought them because the picture looked good. If what's in the box isn't as tasty as what it looks like, it ain't gonna get bought again. Well, I'm gonna bring it up again. The Chinese restaurants, they're everywhere, and they really make good food. Most of them do. I don't think anybody in their group ever thought about people might buy this and make it for themselves, heat it up themselves. This guy is starting to understand that what you made is awesome, but I really don't want to eat it right now. When I do want to eat it, you got the best stuff. I can't get this in the grocery store. So, that might become a fad. I don't know. I think it's a good idea. Even if their stuff was good enough to make it to the grocery store, humans have such a variety of taste that finding local things you can buy and heat up yourself, I still say that's a pretty damn good thing. Yeah. Any restaurant could do it, actually. You actually just gotta want to heat it up yourself. Oh man, the good outweighs the bad in terms of our relationship. She gets on my nerves when she's always got to get excited about some drama that doesn't exist. But for the most part, 80% of the time probably, it's very tolerable. And neither one of us could be here without the other, and none of this would be done if I didn't do it, but I couldn't pay for it myself. She made, right now, I used to make more than her, but right now we make exactly the same practically. So, money comes, money goes. I just really would like to get that car back on the road. It's very annoying when she was picking on it. Almost 2 years sitting there and you gotta pick on it. Yeah. Got lightning going on around. It's supposed to stop that a couple of days shortly. I still got to transfer a lot of dirt from back there to over there before I can plant the rest of the sunflowers. It's too hot and humid, that's really true. I mean, you know, you do it when you're getting paid, but if you're paying to do it, it's not quite so much. It ain't fun when it sucks, but if you're getting paid to do it anyhow. So I do the outside of work when I'm not dying, or every day I'm dying. I ain't gonna be here forever, not in this body. But the tomatoes, I had to string those up on a 98-degree humid day. It just needed to be done. That's not a moneymaker. It cost me money to make it, and I'm going to spend money to send them places. So that's obviously not a very productive system. But yeah, I talked about that. Different scenario. The government. I'm acting like the government in terms of, although I'm not making anything off of that, I'm going to make sure I distribute it to places that will appreciate it. And the government runs off of how well the population is doing eventually. History will tell you that. There's been talk about individuals controlling how populations do things. The markets do a really terrible job, actually, but they do a better job, as they say about democracy. It does a better job than anyone in particular trying to say, I rule, y'all ain't good enough to do that. Counteracting each other is probably what you're best at, and that's democracy. Eventually something gets done. It takes a long time sometimes. But I wouldn't be able to live, and there are a lot of people live better than I do, who wouldn't be able to if democracy never happened. That's pretty funky shit. Well, I'm getting drunk, so what the hell? How much time? 4 minutes? No, just because I know you're going to do it anyhow, as humans. Having these living things that have they're basically human bodies with no brains, or at least no frontal lobes, no capability to ever have self-awareness. That, to me, is basically, and I'm going to get crucified for this one for saying that, how dare you. And they'll take out everything else, just that I said. Bodies without capacity to have self-awareness that you created. They weren't born. You actually manufactured those with your fingers and buttons and machinery. You do that, they're actually doing it with pigs. The pigs are close enough to us. Pigs are close enough to us that they can genetically make the liver, stomach, etc. in a pig almost similar to yours, and you can exchange parts. The pig is semi-sentient. At least it knows it's alive. The things that I'm talking about, just eggs. We eat eggs. South American natives think eating eggs is disgusting. They never even had a chance to live. We just let them get out of the shell. Then you can eat them. Well, suppose the question would be, when is one part of Daddy? When one knows it. When others, or when one knows it and fights for all, that is a noble thing. I just don't think that I'm going to agree with you in the context if we grow eggs with no brains, that we're killing something. Just don't agree.